To most of our great disappointment, Vegeta just couldn't do it. Even with prior knowledge on Moreau and advanced training from the Elder of Yardrat, in usual Dragon Ball fashion, unfortunately, Vegeta, after a display possibly even more impressive than Ultra Instinct Goku, was defeated by Moreau after a shocking fusion power-up with OG-73. Seeing both Ultra Instinct and a brand new technique we've never seen before called Spirit Fission by Vegeta that effectively drained Moreau and restored most of the stolen energy he possessed, returning him to his elderly self, still not able to defeat him, one must wonder just what does it take at this point? Dragon Ball Super is by no means at its finishing point, with the true final battle with Moreau looming in the near future. However, the struggle with the gods is but another interesting dynamic to think about also. Dragon Ball Super Kai, one of the more original fan mangas we've had the pleasure of going over the last few months, has taken the already unusual dynamic of the God Realm and its unusual relationship with the mortals to another level, as after the end of the Tournament of Power, peace ran supreme, but only for a short period of time before the thought-to-be-erased Angel Myrtle from Universe 13 appeared once again after countless years in hiding. If you guys have been following our continuation of this story, you'd know that Myrtle has now shown up on Earth after his brief encounter with Goku, teleporting him to an unknown realm where he seems to be undergoing training with an alternate version of the Omni King as well as one of Myrtle's clones. On Earth, Vegeta, Frieza, and Super Buu are all that's left in the Angel's way before his plan of exacting revenge on the Grand Priest and the Omni King finally commences. However, in his time in the lower realm, Myrtle has taken a very distinct interest in Vegeta, the perfect warrior, one that fights without being corrupted by emotions and with the intent to kill. These are the things Vegeta possesses that Moreau places more value in than he does Goku, as he proclaims Vegeta to be the perfect destroyer. After only a few days of training with the father of the angels, the Grand Priest, Vegeta has obtained power rivaling these very same gods as we see him landing attack after attack on the angel, and for the very first time ever, actually making Myrtle bleed. One final attack from Vegeta would ultimately destroy this clone of Myrtle. However, upon doing so, Vegeta has played right into the angel's hands, as the release of the information this clone possessed back to the original further unsealed the rest of his dormant power, completing the crescent symbol on his hand. In light of getting his power back, Myrtle wants nothing more than to have his final battle with Vegeta in the proper setting with the both of them at their full potential. So he brings them to his hideout, which is a mass in space far away from where they call home, with nothing interrupting them now. If you guys want to check out Dragon Ball Super Kai, the link to the original fan manga as always will be down below in the description box, so be sure to go show your support and check it out because this is honestly one of my favorites as well. If you haven't already, don't forget to turn those notifications on by clicking the bell below to never miss an upload, and if you are enjoying the Dragon Ball videos as well as the Universe 13 saga, consider leaving a like on this one as well. Also, be sure to follow on both Twitch and Twitter to stay up with me and all anime related content, which by the way, I have something kinda big in the works guys. I don't want to spoil anything yet, but I am currently working on something. But without further ado, the final match between Myrtle and Vegeta is finally coming to a climax. But Myrtle has one final stipulation he wishes to input before they begin. In true warrior, almost gladiator-like fashion, Myrtle insists that they should settle this with a death battle using only their limbs. No cheap tricks, no explosions, no huge beams. Just a one-on-one hand-to-hand combat match. A death battle using only our limbs, Vegeta exclaims. It sounds to me like you want to be grinded into the dirt. Well, I accept, he goes on. Now let's go, Angel, as the final round officially begins with Myrtle looking to break one of the most single important codes of the Angels by using his full power against Vegeta. It's at a time like this that we finally cut back to Goku, who's still in this mysterious dimension after presumably being sent here on accident by the Angel. However, we haven't gotten to see much of what he's been up to, aside from knowing that he's also in training, but his progression has been much more in the shadows ironically. The elderly looking Omni King, whom Goku ran into while trying to escape from this place, has taken it upon himself to train Goku, and to no surprise, he says that Goku has come a very long way since they began, but his body is beginning to give. The clone of Myrtle, whom Goku has been training with this whole time, stands over him as he says, "I gotta hand it to you, Goku. You're a lot tougher than you look, but this battle is over now." Myrtle goes on to tell Goku, who looks in no shape to keep fighting, that he shouldn't have to say this. However, he doesn't want to kill Goku, but if he keeps going on like this, then he'll die regardless. If I were you, I'd give up and throw in the towel. You can't win, he says. Goku assures him that he isn't even close to finish, and even if he can barely stand, he'll find a way to overcome this just like everything else. Now let's continue, Goku says. The barrier encasing Murno and Vegeta, or rather keeping out Majin Buu and Frieza, has quickly become bothersome for the latter, not only being invincible, but seemingly impenetrable as well. Stand back, Majin Buu shouts as he releases an enormous Kamehameha wave at the barrier, but it doesn't even make a scratch, just like the previous attacks. But Buu doesn't give up and he vows to find another way. Oh please, you're only making a fool of yourself, Frieza remarks, as he tells Buu, if our strongest attacks won't work, then what makes you think anything else will, you idiot? It's at that exact moment though, that a clear shatter rips across a small part of the barrier near Frieza, shocking the both of them, seeing as how they didn't touch it at all. Wait, a crack, Buu says? But how? Could this have been from our other attack somehow, or is this something different? We didn't even do anything this time, yet the shield cracked on his own. This couldn't be another one of Murno's tricks. That's gotta be it though, he goes on. The results from our past attacks have to have caused this. No, you moron, Frieza cuts in. It couldn't be your attack because you attacked from a completely different direction. Once again, after Frieza speaks, yet another crack presents itself across the barrier, and this is when they start to realize some things. Wait, Frieza says. It isn't our attacks causing this. And then he gets an idea. Hey, break, you stupid shield, Frieza yells at the barrier, suddenly looking a bit crazy to say the least, but when the shield cracks again, Buu realizes that it's actually their insults causing the cracks and not their attacks. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen this kind of thing in Dragon Ball. The two situations that automatically come to mind for me being PyCon and the Universe 6 tournament, so a spell of this caliber is definitely possible. Buu goes on to follow Frieza's lead now that they've solved Murno's little game and begins yelling his own insults at the barrier to test the theory. When the barrier cracks further, Buu implores Frieza to come help him, but Frieza changes his mind and insists Buu is doing just fine on his own, refusing to humiliate himself even further. Frieza's pettiness at a time like this infuriates Buu as he yells, "You useless bald idiot!" This shatters a large chunk of the shield, funnily enough, to Buu's delight, but Frieza doesn't find it so funny being made a fool of as a tool right now. The two start getting in a shouting match back and forth, calling each other every name in the book, as we see the shield beginning to crumble under the weight of their words, and if they keep this up, they'll probably be in no time. Once again, you've lost, Goku. This is pointless, Murno says as we cut back to the realm of emptiness where Goku currently is. You could never destroy what I am, the angel says, so I encourage you to just give up and accept reality. If you continue to push yourself like this, you will be killed. You're missing something, Goku. Goku cuts him off, however, still with fire in his voice, but he looks absolutely horrible and is trembling just trying to stand right now. Then I'd rather die, he says. I'll do whatever it takes to get stronger to beat you. My body may break, but you could never destroy my will, so let's keep going. I see, Murno replies. Then I have just the thing for you. You see, he goes on, now holding out his hand and revealing a small portal he created. This whole time I live by my own order, and not the order of someone else. I carry out the will of my own actions how I choose, but the power you seek, Goku, is not such an action and can't just be given to anyone. Why do you not choose to just simply use the Dragon Balls to help you achieve such limitless potential? They would allow you to achieve power far greater than anything you're capable of on your own, surely. Any other mortal in your shoes would surely see this as the best choice you can make and wouldn't hesitate. So now it seems that Murno is growing impatient, or rather testing Goku's resolve, tempting him with the Dragon Balls in order to sort of cheat his way to this newfound power. As great as that sounds, Murno, Goku says, that'd be taking the easy way out, and that's not what real strength or power are. I push myself beyond my limits and has only made me stronger as time goes on, so I refuse. Gifted power isn't something handed over with a simple wish. It's something earned through pushing yourself, Goku goes on, as he continues to deny that power obtained in such a way isn't an option. Well, what a shame, Murno replies. However, Goku, I will say that I am intrigued by your hunger to improve. You limit yourself, however. Maybe this will wake you up a bit more, Murno says. I want you to pay very close attention to what I'm about to do, Goku. Don't forget what you're fighting for, mortal. And then he snaps his fingers, revealing something that makes Goku's blood run absolutely cold. In each of his hands, Murno holds portals showing both Goku's wife Chi-Chi and his baby granddaughter Pan. The lives of the ones you love most, Goku, Murno says. In one portal, your wife, and in the other, your granddaughter. Take a good look. How far are you willing to go? Murno has taken things to another level now, dangling the lives of Goku's loved ones over his head like some sort of trophy, sparking a newfound rage in the Saiyan. Leave them out of this, Murno, he yells. Whatever you're planning, you better not touch them. Oh, shut up, Saiyan, the angel replies. This is only a simple game, and one that you have all of the say in, technically. You see, you can save one or both of them. But, he goes on, only if you can answer a few questions of mine first. I distinctly remember telling you when we first met that you have much to learn before you can ever stand before me in a serious battle. And while you have grown, you are still no particular match and lack many things. However, listen to me closely, Saiyan. If you refuse to answer any of my questions, then either one of them, or perhaps even both, will be permanently erased from existence. The choice is yours, Goku. The angel's sadistic game doesn't stop here, however, as he says that even if Goku does fail and both Pan and Chi-Chi are destroyed, then he'll just keep doing the same thing to 2 more people until Goku can start progressing better through this game. But it will continue until there isn't anyone left for Goku to save. So let's see just how much you're willing to endure. Now let's begin, Goku. Goku is seething with rage at being tormented by Murno for pure sport, it seems, but now he's involving the lives of his innocent loved ones, further setting him off the edge. Murno, however, reminds him that his anger is a bit misplaced, and rather, if he wanted to place the blame on someone, he should place it on him, as he points to the elderly Omni King. It was his idea to begin with, the angel goes on. I could easily kill you right now, but that wouldn't be any fun. I'd like for you to struggle a bit since you like earning things. Now, he says, raising both of his hands in the air, revealing the portal showing Pan and Chi-Chi once again. Here is your first question, Goku. Goku absolutely loses it when Murno presents his family in front of him again, knowing that one or possibly both of them could be erased soon, as he shouts, "No! Stop! Leave my family out of this!" And at this point, Goku snaps. The silver hair, the white aura, the piercing eyes. Murno's sick game and toying with the very existence of Goku's loved ones has pushed him far beyond his breaking point as he transforms into mastered Ultra Instinct, reaching the farthest peaks of his potential.